know someone who responded to my Rage Against the Machine video. Unfortunately, he raised a lot of talking points and assertions about me that are completely unfounded. Talking points that I never even brought up. Things that he thinks that I give a shit about, but I actually don't. My main critique was the, as he says, perceived hypocrisy regarding Rage Against the Machine's ideology. I promised myself I wasn't going to do this, but it's kind of like an itch that needs a good scratch. So, here goes. Yeah, for some reason my audio was cut out, but the commentary will start in a moment.
Gesturing at hypocrisy is not an argument.
I was never making an argument in the first place. All I ever said was that Rage Against the Machine are supposedly against capitalism, yet they are partaking in it. For example, Tom Morello's current net worth is around $30 million, but I don't see him spreading the wealth around. Seems to me like he's just another socialist who loves that champagne.
Second, all you're doing is making a socialism is when no iPhone argument.
I have no fucking idea what the fuck you're talking about. I've never even heard that phrase before. Are you assuming that the critique from me is that if you have an iPhone, then you're not much of a socialist? I don't get it.
Pointing at the idea that Rage Against the Machine is currently aligned with the popular cultural narratives around white supremacists infiltrating law enforcement.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're bringing up things I don't care about. I don't believe white supremacy is that much of an epidemical matter that it's worth considering. Yes, there are racists out there, but it's not on the level of which you probably think it is. I'm just talking about Rage Against the Machine. Or I was. I've since moved on from that topic and I no longer give a fuck.
The fact that the GOP signals that they care about families, but really are all about destroying them. Pick a song, pick a narrative that it aligns with, and really all you're saying is, they were right.
Look, man, I like Rage Against the Machine. I like their music. But I'm able to separate the art from the artist. You know how a band like Cannibal Corpse will make a song about going on a murderous rampage? I don't sincerely endorse the lyrical content. But man, I love that music. That's how I perceive Rage Against the Machine.
And all you're doing is pointing at the fact that their commercial success allowed them to spread these messages for it to take root in the American mind.
So it had nothing to do with the fact that they had some slamming tunes? Their ability to make really good music had nothing to do with their success? The fact that the anthemic mantra of saying, "fuck you, I won't do what you tell me," just didn't feel good to say out loud? Could it not be that the majority of music fans and their fans in general just didn't give a fuck about the message but just really liked the music? Guitars, bass, and drums and someone yelling into a microphone feels really good and probably would not have the same kind of feel-good impact if it was played through bagpipes and flutes or something. So basically, you can stick your talking points right up your ass. I made a 22-second video pointing out the hypocrisy of Rage Against the Machine's ideology. That's it. Not to mention that Rage Against the Machine typically had images of Che Guevara printed all over their merch. Che Guevara, a man who persecuted gays and unalived them. I mean, where's the outrage for that? I'm sure if you saw me wearing something like a Burzum t-shirt, you'd have something to say about that, right? Although I don't know if that's really comparable because Che Guevara really did do the things, whereas Burzum merely had those advocative tendencies. It's almost as if their fans wore that merch just to look cool or something. So, there it is. Consider this itch scratched. I've already wasted far too much time on this nothing burger. I'm closing the book and it's time to move on.